After more than a year of legal battles, the defamation case brought by Ben Robert Smith against 9 newspapers has finally come to an end. The former SAS soldier sued The Age, the Sydney Morning Herald, the Canberra Times, and 3 journalists over a series of articles published in 2018 that alleged he committed war crimes and domestic violence. He denied all the allegations and claimed they damaged his reputation and career. The trial was one of the most costly and complex in Australian history, involving 110 days of evidence, 41 witnesses, thousands of pages of transcript, and hundreds of tender items. It also exposed some of the darkest secrets of Australia's elite special forces and their conduct in Afghanistan. Justice Anthony Besenko will deliver his verdict in the coming months, but whatever the outcome, the case will have significant implications for Robert Smith, the media, the SAS regiment, and the public interest in accountability and transparency. For Robert Smith, the verdict will determine whether he can clear his name and restore his honor as a decorated war hero who received the Victoria Cross for his bravery in Afghanistan. He has argued that he was the victim of a smear campaign by jealous and bitter ex-colleagues who fed lies to journalists. He has also claimed that he suffered trauma and PTSD from his service, and that he was unfairly targeted by some in the media who published allegations of war crimes as fact without knowing all the facts. If he wins, he could receive substantial damages and vindication from the court. He could also pursue his career ambitions in politics or business, as he has indicated in his evidence. However, if he loses, he could face further legal action from the Commonwealth or criminal charges from the Australian Federal Police, who are investigating allegations of war crimes by Australian soldiers in Afghanistan. He could also face public backlash and ostracism from his former comrades and the wider community. For 9 newspapers and their journalists, the verdict will determine whether they can defend their reporting as true and in the public interest. They have argued that they acted responsibly and ethically in exposing allegations of serious misconduct by Robert Smith and other SAS soldiers. They have also argued that they relied on credible sources, including former SAS members, Afghan witnesses, official documents, and photographs. If they win, they could claim a victory for press freedom and investigative journalism. They could also argue that they performed a vital role in holding powerful individuals and institutions to account for their actions. However, if they lose, they could face huge financial losses and reputational damage. They could also face criticism for undermining public trust and confidence in the Australian Defence Force and its veterans. For the SAS regiment, the verdict will have implications for its culture, reputation, and future operations. The trial has revealed shocking allegations of unlawful killings, cover-ups, bullying, and dysfunction within the elite unit. It has also exposed divisions and animosity among former SAS members who testified for or against Robert Smith. The trial has prompted a review of the SAS selection process and training by Defense Chief Angus Campbell. It has also sparked a wider debate about the role and accountability of special forces in modern warfare. The verdict could either vindicate or condemn some of the actions and decisions taken by SAS soldiers in Afghanistan. It could also affect their morale, cohesion, and trust within their ranks. For the public interest in accountability and transparency, the verdict will have implications for how war crimes allegations are investigated and prosecuted in Australia. The trial has raised questions about whether there is sufficient oversight and scrutiny of Australia's military operations overseas. It has also highlighted the challenges and risks faced by journalists who report on sensitive national security issues. The trial has increased public awareness and debate about Australia's involvement in Afghanistan and its consequences for both Australians and Afghans. The verdict could either reinforce or challenge public perceptions of Australia's role and responsibility in global conflicts. It could also influence public support or opposition to future military interventions by Australia.